The future of wildlife is at a crossroads. As the world grapples with climate change, habitat loss, pollution, and other human-induced pressures, the survival of countless species hangs in the balance. The preservation of wildlife is not just a moral imperative but also essential for maintaining a balanced and healthy ecosystem. We explore the challenges facing wildlife and the promising initiatives that hold the key to safeguarding the incredible diversity of life on our planet. Climate change remains one of the most significant threats to wildlife. Rising temperatures, altered weather patterns, and more frequent extreme events disrupt ecosystems and force species to adapt or face extinction. Many animals and plants struggle to adjust their behaviors, migration patterns, and breeding cycles to the rapidly changing environment. The polar bear is one of the most iconic species affected by climate change. As Arctic ice melts due to rising temperatures, polar bears struggle to find enough sea ice to hunt for seals, their primary prey. This leads to longer fasting periods and reduced survival rates, jeopardizing the species' long-term viability. Human activities such as deforestation, urbanization, and agriculture continue to encroach on natural habitats, leaving wildlife with shrinking spaces to thrive. Fragmented habitats can isolate populations, reducing genetic diversity and making species more vulnerable to diseases and other threats. The Amazon rainforest, often referred to as the lungs of the earth, is experiencing rapid deforestation due to human activities like logging and agriculture. As a result, many unique and endangered species, including the Amazonian manatee and the black-faced spider monkey, lose their natural habitat, pushing them closer to extinction. Pollution in the form of plastic waste, chemical runoff, and toxic substances poses serious risks to wildlife. Marine animals ingest plastic debris, leading to deadly consequences. Meanwhile, air and water pollution affect the health of terrestrial species, including humans. Plastic pollution in the oceans poses a severe threat to marine life. Sea turtles often mistake plastic bags for jellyfish and ingest them, leading to intestinal blockages and death. Additionally, the accumulation of plastic microparticles in the marine food chain can have far-reaching consequences for various species, including seabirds and marine mammals. Illegal wildlife trade and poaching put immense pressure on endangered species such as rhinos, elephants, and tigers. The demand for wildlife products, including ivory and animal parts, drives these illicit activities, pushing many species to the brink of extinction. The African elephant population has been severely impacted by poaching for ivory. In some regions, poaching has been so rampant that entire elephant herds have been decimated, leaving behind orphaned calves vulnerable to further risks. The introduction of non-native species into new ecosystems disrupts the delicate balance of the local flora and fauna. Invasive species often outcompete native species for resources and may not have natural predators, leading to population imbalances. The brown tree snake, introduced to Guam accidentally, has wreaked havoc on the island's native bird population. Many bird species on Guam have gone extinct due to the snake's predation, highlighting the devastating impact of invasive species on fragile ecosystems. Despite the challenges, there is hope for wildlife conservation. Many organizations and governments are working tirelessly to protect endangered species and their habitats. Success stories include the recovery of certain populations, such as the giant panda and the bald eagle, due to targeted conservation efforts. The recovery of the California condor is a remarkable conservation success story. By implementing captive breeding programs and habitat restoration efforts, the population of these critically endangered birds has rebounded from just 22 individuals in the 1980s to over 500 individuals in the wild today. technology is playing a crucial role in wildlife conservation. Remote sensing, satellite tracking, and DNA analysis aid researchers in monitoring species and understanding their behaviors. Artificial intelligence is also helping to identify and track animals in the wild more efficiently. Conservationists use satellite tracking devices to monitor the movements of endangered species like sea turtles. This data helps identify critical nesting and foraging areas, enabling better protection measures and informed conservation strategies. The establishment and effective management of protected areas and national parks remain critical for preserving wildlife. These areas provide safe havens for various species to thrive, conduct research, and educate the public about the importance of conservation. The Serengeti National Park in Tanzania provides a protected habitat for a vast array of wildlife, including the annual wildebeest migration. The park's conservation efforts have ensured the survival of many species and supported ecotourism, benefiting local communities. Promoting sustainable development and involving local communities in conservation efforts are essential components of successful wildlife preservation. Engaging communities helps build a sense of ownership, making them more likely to participate in conservation initiatives. The future of wildlife is intricately linked to our actions today. As custodians of this planet, it is our collective responsibility to protect and preserve the incredible diversity of life. Addressing climate change, habitat loss, pollution, and illegal wildlife trade demands global cooperation and concerted efforts. By implementing sustainable practices, supporting conservation initiatives, and raising awareness about the importance of biodiversity, we can create a future where wildlife thrives in harmony with human development. Together, we can safeguard the precious treasures of the natural world for generations to come.